talk show that started on the radio. Brian's father's come so far since video killed the radio star.
This is me at home in our flat, and we've been doing some work over the last month or so on the wall in our living room. You can't tell from this now because it's just been painted white, but this was a really cold wall. It's an outside wall, and we've put insulated plasterboard on here. It was 37.5 millimeters thick, and we've put that on, skimmed it and painted it, and this room now feels a lot warmer. Again, something you can't appreciate. We've also mounted the TV on the wall, which used to be on a stand down at floor level. So there's a few improvements here, and of course, me being me, I have actually videoed the progress as our handyman Bob did those little jobs for us, so you can watch those. And also our home automation is working well, and as usual we can actually control things like the lights, so I can bring on background lights, I can bring on main lights. It's actually daylight at the moment, so there's no point. And we're looking at videos that I've released in the past, because I also have access on this TV screen to my whole video library. So getting things organized here, and one day we'll have finished.
The job started by removing a fireplace, the old wallpaper and the dado rail. Then Bob the handyman cut some insulated plasterboard down to the wall height. This was dot and dabbed to the original wall and left to dry. Next Bob came back and put a plaster skim on the board, and finally at the end of November painted it in brilliant white.
Right, so that was our living room. We've been doing a bit of work on that over the past few weeks. The rest of the flat we've done a little bit over the years. Slowly, softly, they say, don't they? We're going to go over the Mersey to Liverpool now. We're actually nowhere near there at the moment, but I'll tell you about that later. Little trip to Liverpool. It's Christmas is coming. We've hit December. They've started to put up Christmas things in Liverpool. Our first trip is in the daylight, using the Mersey ferry to get backwards and forwards between the Wirral and Liverpool, and seeing if there's a sign of Christmas over there. Going to take a walk down Matthew Street, where the Cavern Club was and the whole history of Liverpool and Beatlemania started off. And as it gets dark, we're going to head for Liverpool Cathedral, because they've got a light show which isn't very light, to be fair. So we're not going to show much of that because it's mostly too dark to see. But it was worth a visit. The cathedral is a magnificent building. If you get a chance to visit Liverpool Cathedral, I would recommend it. So, over to Liverpool.
Snow falls soft on the Albert Dock. The Mersey hums like a ticking clock. Lanterns glow where the ferries dock. A scouse Christmas is near. Ring the bells across the river wide. Mersey's joy is where our hearts reside. Liverpool to Wirral side by side. Merry Christmas to all who are here. The liverbirds wear frosted crowns, cobblestone streets in sleepy towns, from New Brighton sands to Enfield grounds. A winter's warmth we hold dear. Through the fog and festive light, echoes call on Christmas night. The spirit of Christmas draws near.
Down on Matthew Street, the sound's alive, where the rhythm jumps and dreams survive. In the cavern's glow, the kids all sway. Every night feels like a brand new day. Oh, Matthew Street, the beat is strong. Dance all night, the groove goes on. Cavern calls, the music's sweet. Oh, life begins on Matthew Street. Underneath the arches, echoes ring. Fingers snap and the voices sing. Sweaty walls, but hearts are free. Liverpool's alive with harmony. Feel the stomp, the clap, the cheer. Magic lives, it's happening here. Oh, Matthew Street, the beat is strong. Dance all night, the groove goes on. Cavern calls, the music's sweet. Oh, life begins on Matthew Street. Oh, yeah. Ooh, yeah, the city's pulse, it's beating fast. Moments made that forever last. We're all together, a timeless crew. Liverpool's heart, it's beating true. Oh, oh.
So that was the darkness of the Liverpool Anglican Cathedral. This is the sunny daylight of a place far, far away, and some of the clues are here. You can see a rocky beach down below us. It's a volcanic island, and just across there behind us, something you can very rarely see very clearly, is the island of La Gomera. I don't know if you can see it on the camera. I can see it with the naked eye, and we've been across there in the past. Will we go over there again? Probably not anytime soon. But there's lots to see here, and you guessed it, we're in Tenerife.
Tenerife is the place for a great holiday. So keep watching our show as we whisk you away. These are the Maythorn moments.
Black sands beneath my feet, and heat rising waves retreat. The ocean whispers a soft hello. Tenerife skies aglow. Golden rays on the black sand, yeah, stretching out my open hand like a mirror in the haze of these warm sunny days. Volcanic breath in the breeze, palm trees swaying with ease. Sun sinks slow, paints the sky. Every moment feels alive. Golden rays on the black sand, yeah, stretching out my open hand like a mirror in the haze of these warm sunny days.
Taking my life into my hands here, making some comparisons with the video from 2003 where this beach was covered in people. I think it's a little bit wilder now. There's nobody here on the beach. It's far too stony these days. I guess all the sand has been washed away, and if I stay here long enough I think I could be washed away too. So far the big waves haven't come in, but occasionally there is one, and if it happened while I'm still talking to you, I would get pretty wet. I'm getting off of here.
Golden rays on the black sand, yeah, stretching out my open hand like a mirror in the haze of these warm sunny days.
So in the 2003 video, this was a piece of wasteland. If I remember rightly, there was something like a Land Rover or a Range Rover driving across it, and I said it wasn't there anymore. This is. It has been landscaped a bit, but also the playground here behind me, and over in front of the Hotel Barceló, they have some gardens, and they're playing that strange game with little balls at the moment, which has different names in Spain and France, and I can't remember either of them. This area is a way of walking around the edge of the cliffs, and the ocean is there the whole time on this promenade walk. Now, a couple of things I was going to talk about. We've just come past an area where there was a lot of rocks and the waves are very fierce, and yesterday I decided that as you weren't allowed to go down there, I would fly my drone out to have a look across the Atlantic. and then suddenly I lost contact with it, and I never got it reconnected, and I haven't seen it since. So my little mini drone, the Neo, is gone. It's out there somewhere. Hi. Oh, this is a wristband from the hotel. Apparently most of the hotels now have them, and a friend of mine told me that Centre Parks have things like this as well. The colour code means we're entitled to bed and breakfast at the hotel, so they don't have to question us. Different colour codes tell you that you're on half board, full board, and there's even one for all-inclusive. When we notice some young men who have all-inclusive, I wonder why that would be. Anyway, we're going to move on now and go down into Los Gigantes and look for somewhere to have something to eat or drink, or both. You will see these notices everywhere warning you not to go down on the beach, and the lifeguards were telling people not to go in the ocean during these few days, and yet they did anyway. Notice the static pool down below us here. That was the scene of some tragic accidents, and some people lost their lives here because they disobeyed the signs. The first place you come to as you walk into Los Gigantes at the top end is the Harbour Club, and we do stop here quite a lot because you can just have a drink or a snack, and you're in a high up position overlooking the whole of the bay, and the ocean is way down below you.
Tenerife skies aglow, golden rays on the black sand, yeah, stretching out my open hand like a mirror in the haze. Oh, these warm sunny days.
The closest you can get to the ocean in Los Gigantes is down here at Playa de los Guillos. You also get quite close if you walk around the marina.
Volcanic breath in the breeze, palm trees swaying with ease. Sun sinks slow, paints the sky, every moment feels alive.
Compared with the 2003 video, there isn't a great deal that's changed. It's a marina, it's obviously still full of boats. It seems that only the Flipper Uno has survived all this time, whereas there were lots of other boats way back. And you can no longer walk around the high wall around the marina, and that's been closed off for some years and regarded as too dangerous. There were always fish in the marina, and we used to quite often throw in bread, I suppose it was. Those fish are still there, not quite sure if there's as many. What has changed is the shops along the front of the marina. They've all been updated. There used to be sort of little home businesses, you know, where a woman who would make her own cakes would be there.
Golden rays on the black sand, yeah, stretching out my open hand like a mirror in the haze. Oh, these warm sunny days.
It's still the commercial ground floor to the Poblado Marinero accommodation complex, so above the shops there are still all the apartments, 1 and 2 bedroom apartments that you can rent. Moving back now into Puerto de Santiago, which is where we are staying, and there's a public square just a couple of 100 meters from the hotel, and we spent quite a lot of time down there. In the daytime there's a bar open, and at night sometimes there's events on. We're going to bring you one of those events now where there were some live bands playing one weekend, and while they were doing sound checks and tuning up, we went up the hill a little bit, and there's a few restaurants up there where you can sit overlooking the ocean and watch the sunset behind the island of La Gomera. You can see the square from up there, and you can see the sun setting from there too. But now let's go down and see what action is going on in the square, where earlier in the day a number of little shop units, or market stalls you probably call them, had been setting up. So let's go down and see what they were up to.
And now, el matador de la noche, on bass and vocals for you tonight, straight from Argentina. On bajo y voz, Mr. Leandro.
too bright. No frost, no sleigh, no silent night, just waves crashing, white foam spraying. Island Christmas under the sun. No sweaters, no fires, just sand and rum. Oh, Island Christmas, I'm missing the cold. The warmth here's alive, it's burning my soul. Palm trees swaying, no pine in sight. Tinsel melts in the heat of the light. The ocean sings, but it don't feel right. Where's the chill? Where's the snow? Where's the magic I used to know? Island Christmas under the sun. No stockings, no chimneys, just a coconut to run. Oh, Island Christmas, the blues run deep. Trade my hammock for snow I can't keep.
So this is what the beaches look like in Tenerife. It's all black sand, and it's an ocean, so it's quite wild, and the waves are quite big. We'll have a look round. Those people over there are doing bodyboarding. Not many of them are getting back, but we've been watching them for a while, and eventually one or two do make it. And a lot of people are getting wet just sitting on the beach.
No carols, no church bells, no festive crowd. Just me and the stars in a tropic haze, dreaming of frost and my old snowy days.
Festive scene, the surfs are sleigh, the waves are cheer. Santa trades his boots for flip-flops here. The nights are warm, the skies ignite, the moon reflects the island's light. Christmas in the Canaries, where the ocean sings carols to the breeze. Forget the snow, just let it be. We've got joy in the sun by Tenerife. Sand on my suitcase, salt in my hair, Last sip of sweetness, December heat in the air. Flip-flops on tarmac, palms waving goodbye. Trading this golden for a steel gray sky.
So this is the hotel we're staying in Tenerife, and on the balcony now. That's the bedroom through there, that's the living room through there. We tend to come out that way, and I've got wonderful views from here, but I'm actually stopping to tell you about my general activities making these videos. Every day, whether I'm in Britain or Spain or Bulgaria or wherever, I'm walking around with two things in my pocket. One of them is a DJI camera, and the other one is a DJI little bag of accessories. 12 months ago, when we came to Tenerife for our wedding anniversary, that's the reason we come in December, I bought the DJI Pocket 3, which was their new camera at the time, and it had the advantage, and if you watch the Burnley Bungalow features that we do, Steve Bushby bought one before me, and I was quite impressed. One of the things it does over the previous one is that it does vertical videos, or it does the normal landscape videos that you can watch on your computer or on your TV, but there's a bit of a trend towards vertical videos, and I've been watching people on holiday here, and they always keep their phones in the what used to be called the portrait mode. But of course, we're in a beautiful landscape, so to me, landscape every time. If you're going to watch it on a TV, which is, these cameras are 4K, if you're going to get the best out of the pictures, watch them on a big screen, because they're wasted on a little tiny thing. So that is a camera that I've just had to pay for today. I got it on 12 months pay later from Argos, and I've been using it for 12 months, and now I've had to pay for it, but there we go. Now this is the accessory bag you get. I make sure that I carry connecting leads for my laptop and so on, and I also, as well as this microphone, which I'm actually using now, I bought a DJI Mini, and you'll have seen me use this. It's tiny. Will attach magnetically through a clip which you can hide in your shirt. It works to the new DJI Osmo audio system. So I'm going to switch over now to the Pocket 3. Right, so this is the Pocket 3, and hopefully it'll stand up on its own little base, and we don't get a sudden gust of wind. It'll be flying off down into the children's playground below. But I've taken the tripod just to show you what you get in the accessories bag. Fits nicely in there, and when you're ready, you just fold it out, screw the camera onto it, and you've got a stable base. Don't think we'll need that today. It's very calm here, wonderful blue sky. The sea's that way, by the way, but actually I've got some views that I took from the roof yesterday. We've only got about 4 floors in this hotel, but up on the roof you can see all around here, all the flats and beyond that. So I'll show you those views while I just get another little gadget ready to show you here. So, seen enough of the area, right? This is perhaps a selfie stick, perhaps not. The camera will screw on the end of there. Where did I put that Pocket 2? Over here. Okay, so I'll use this to demonstrate. This is the Pocket 2. You can screw that onto there. This is the, I've got loads of different accessories like this, but this is the one that really is worth taking away. You can adjust the camera on the end, so we can get it to point at me, and this is only when Ruth's not with me, but as we're both retired now, she mostly is. And then you can extend that out, and you can use that to film yourself like that. Not the most stable of devices, likely to be a little bit of a wave. Maybe that's just me, maybe a younger person could stay still more. So you can use it like that. Let's just tighten that up in the upright position. But also, you can screw the tripod piece into the bottom of it, and then you can have a floor standing tripod. I'm not going to stretch it out again, but you get the idea. It's a selfie stick, but also it's a tripod, and yet it stores in that much space in your suitcase or your shoulder bag, and generally with me it's a shoulder bag. So there's the equipment that I'm using, and of course we won't talk about the other piece of equipment that I used to have in my side pocket in my shorts because I lost it. My DJI Neo mini drone. I flew it out across the ocean and suddenly lost the connection. The other trick with DJI's Osmo Audio is you can have more than one microphone on. So if I switch this one on, it should come to life. It doesn't tell me anything on the screen, but what should have happened is both microphones should now be on, and one of them should have moved to the left and one to the right. So I don't know which one that would be at the moment, but if I bring this one closer, you'll be able to tell. So I can actually give that microphone to another person and interview them, and there's nothing else I have to do. In the old days, we used to have a sound mixer and special receivers and all sorts of things wired together, but now the works is all in the camera, and DJI's Osmo Audio cooperates with what's in the camera.
Merry Christmas.
Well, let's travel today not by sleigh but by bus, and we're going to the east coast of the island for a change, to the capital, Santa Cruz de Tenerife. As we leave Puerto Santiago, we go down to the plaza where the nearest bus stop is to the hotel, and the bus comes down the hill and we head off for the capital. The first sign that you're getting close to Santa Cruz is this rather large building on the seafront by the port. You can see it from quite a long way away, and it also towers above the 3-story bus station, so you get off the bus and this is the first thing you see there as well. When we first came to Tenerife some decades ago, the initials of the bus company were on the side of all the buses. The initials are TITSA. You can work that out for yourself. Well, they've changed all that now with these new hybrid buses. They've got an all-hybrid fleet and they call them guaguas. This hall is the bottom level of the bus station, and if we turn the camera around, you can look back and see the 3 levels of the bus station sitting behind the wall behind. And when you come out of this level of the bus station, you just cross over a level crossing and you're at the tram terminus. The buses and trams are very well used here, and all residents of the island get free transportation, so they have a pass rather like our pensioners do in Britain. If you're not from the island, there are ticket machines at some of the stops where you can buy yourself a ticket, and these can be single journey, or they can be day tickets or weekly tickets. If you like, you can just get on a bus and pay by card, tell the driver where you want to go. It takes 2 buses to get us back to where we're staying, so we get one back from here to Costa Deque, where there's a bus station, and then we change onto one for Los Gigantes. Our next bus trip was rather a steep climb over these mountains in a zigzag fashion, quite hairy at times, but if you like that sort of thing. The 325 takes you down into Ico de los Vinos, and finally down into Puerto de la Cruz, so it has a cross. Our normal approach when we arrive in a place that we haven't been to is to just take the nearest road that's heading down towards the ocean and see what sort of a seafront it has. Well, in this case, one huge car park and some sea defences. Back into the town, we walked along some of the back streets parallel with the ocean, and we found ourselves a place to get some refreshment. And very good prices, very reasonable here. Last year when we were here, we took one proper organised excursion which took us up to the Tidy National Park and to several other small places, but it cost us more for that single day than we spent over 5 or 6 different days travelling to different parts of the island on the bus. So we think next year when we go, yes, we have rebooked, next year when we go, we're going to get one of those weekly tickets and make the most of it. So back in Puerto de Santiago, where our hotel is, and it's part of a chain of hotels called Blue Sea, which somebody told us were Danish. So that was interesting. Very well run, very good price, 4-star hotel with bed and breakfast, and all packaged up by EasyJet as a proper holiday, which is something I haven't done for perhaps 20 years. I always used to go on package holidays, but now I'm back doing that because they seem such good value these days. The hotel, as you can see, is nicely done out. There's a model of the hotel in reception, which is presumably always there. And then there's some other extras added for Christmas, including a very good model of the nativity scene, pre-prepared on a baseboard. We were there the day that this was arrived and set up. A bit like a model railway layout, the way they brought it in. I was hoping for trains, but no, just the nativity. I've got one final thing to show you while we're here. This is something, as somebody who lives in a leasehold flat, has been a concern because our lease says that you cannot put washing out here on the balcony, and our particular flats, they've said that it mustn't be able to be seen above the level of this, the handrail, whatever you like to call it. Answer is one of these. We had one of these before in a Spanish flat, but I mounted it up the wall because I thought you need to hang long things. But if you actually mount it low down on the wall, now I don't know if you can tell, but it's not above the level of the balcony rail. So we can safely, without breaching our lease, get one of these and hang our washing on it. Now there's a solution for any of you who live in a flat who've had that restriction, and it folds away, so if you've got a small balcony, and we have back in Britain, then you can just push it out of the way and carry on using the balcony. The main road in Los Gigantes was being dug up this year, so we didn't spend much time there. Plenty of other bus trips to do.
Why Christmas down the coast, all the way to Playa San Juan. Guia soda, we raise a toast, rolling, rolling till the day is done. Palm trees wearing fairy lights, blinking red and gold. Warm breeze, but our noses still pretend they're cold. We share Roman stories as the night comes on. Each little stop a verse in the same sweet song. What Christmas down the coast, all the way to Playa San Juan. Guia soda, we raise a toast, rolling, rolling till the day is done. Costa Rede, lights all shining, Los Cristianos singing along. Why was Christmas down the coast? Everybody on this bus belongs.
So we took the bus from Guia de Azora, I think the AI pronounced it better than me as well, down to Costa Adeje, changing buses at Fañabe on the way. And this time it did work. Walking down a road in the direction of the ocean did lead us to a promenade. Not so much of a beach here because it's low down the beach and there's not a lot of it. And just above that there's all these restaurants and shops and so on. We stopped at a bar that was offering a pint of beer for €2 until 6 p.m. and that had a great view and we have no regrets about that. But when we walked on later, further down the promenade, there were other people offering a pint of beer for $1.90 and others offering it until 7 o'clock. So obviously a competitive item, a pint of beer. I'm sure they should be doing this in litres, you know. We passed Las Rocas Eatery and Day Club, as you can see it calls itself. Absolutely dreadful quality TV showing some old video, but away down to a lower level where they'd arranged their club in a beachfront location. Now, we were walking along here in the afternoon, it wasn't open then. Perhaps this is some kind of nightclub.
Wild Christmas down the coast, all the way to Playa San Juan. Guía de soda, we raise a toast, rolling, rolling till the day is done. Costare, lights all shining, Los Cristianos singing in all along. Wild Christmas down the coast.
Merry Christmas!
In the last few days of our holiday, the ocean became extremely wild and dangerous, and there was lots of damage done, but we were still able to go and sit at the beach bar. You have to be a bit brave to have a drink outside at the moment. The winds get quite strong in Tenerife, and that's what we've got at the moment. There's a tree behind me here that keeps dumping its leaves on the table, covering up your drink. To make sure you don't get any of those, because I didn't fancy any salad with mine. So yeah, we've got a couple of days left here, and we're getting little spots of rain. The rain isn't coming from overhead, it's raining on the mountains behind us, but I think just some of it's blowing this way, and we keep seeing rainbows. So very strange weather, but it makes the ocean very rough, and that leads to a whole load of other stories that we can tell you about, some of which are quite distressing.
Sand on my suitcase, salt in my hair, last sip of sweetness, December heat in the air, flip-flops on tarmac, palms waving goodbye, straight in this golden for a steel gray sky.
This is a video of the natural pool at Isla Congreco, the Crab Island, and this is where the people were lost at sea. The video we took last year shows what the attraction is. You sit on the edge of the natural pool and the waves of the ocean splash over, and you see if you can stay on the wall. Bit of a game really, but normally fairly harmless. That's with normal size waves. And this is another video that I found in my archive from 2007, where you can see exactly the same thing happening. But these pictures on a beach near our hotel shows the ocean was getting rough.
Clouds build like mountains over the sea. We chase the sunset till it's under our feet. Touchdown to drizzle, coats from the overhead. Breath turns to silver, but my heart runs ahead. From Tenerife to you, I'm flying through the blue, leaving all this summer on the shore. 'Cause home is cold and wild, but I'm no winter child. I'd rather feel your arms than feel this sun once more. Let the wind cut my cheeks, let the sky turn dark. If it leads me back to your front door, I'll trade warm ocean air for the chill in the park, and the way that you laugh when I walk through it. From Tenerife to you, I'm flying through the blue, leaving all this summer on the shore.
And so as the sun went down over La Gomera in the distance, the search and rescue people were still out there looking for a missing person. When we were leaving a week later from Tenerife Airport, there were 4 confirmed dead and 1 person was still missing.
Ho, ho, ho! Full throttle!